Called Common Sense from the work Heroio Valio by Robert Smith III. I have no time to be suicidal with homicidal tendencies. Yes, indeed. If I live a dysfunctional life, what would they be able to say at my eulogy? That I was a good man? Surely you got to be kidding. Or that I've lived life to the fullest and people that knew me would have to say that the truth is missing. That's why I exist, trying to live on a higher plane, trusting God to lead me, since without Him, life would not be the same. So I try to keep my story straight. Most people would call my story my life. So don't tell me not to slip, since everyone is falling or slipping through life. Get a grip, son. God is the only one that can help. It has nothing to do with fear. God sustains me as I walk through the lion's whelp. Let's get the story straight. I'm pointing to the right direction. Everybody wants to go up to the top floor. That is eternal life. To choose life over eternal rejection. The more a person sees, the less a person believes. That's why faith is blind to reward what people don't see. So we must live the life by knowledge that becomes common sense. So why is it that people don't understand that God will have a common man sent? The world tends to hate what the world does not know. And even if the majority knows, they still hate what they know. I'm not angry. I'm just being observant of how everyone wants to be served and no one wants to be the servant. So believe me when I say God controls the chaos of the mind. So at the end, many people will see that during the climb, they were uplifted at just the right time. So who does the most work? It's an experience that none of us saw. He made me believe because I chose to, and I believe God controls all. Believe me when I say that God doesn't test. If I remember this correctly, God simply corrects things in the lives of those that are clearly devoted. God does rule everything, and I'm surely glad that I voted. It was either vote for a life giver or vote to destroy, but the destroyer never showed up. God wins the election because against all might, the devil is a no-show. So make it plain, since it's common sense to me, for in hell everything never stops burning. I thank God that He opened my eyes to see that in order to live in heaven, there are certain laws to abide by to keep the order. And even Jesus had to commit to God's plan to become King of Kings and Lord of Lords, to lord over any type of evil, to protect all of God's children case by case. And if Jesus is with you, trust me, your soul will remain safe. So, how is it possible that anyone else has all control? We believe there was an ice age with dinosaurs, which is more far fetched than chasing fool's gold. Trying to find the evidence on that is so hard, it's amazing. Um, Mention the honorable, most honorable judge residing, coming from another world to form an alien nation with opportunity colliding. That's not common sense, and I simply must admit, these doggone deep thoughts make it hard for me to resist. I tend to walk around with heaven on my mind. Yes, indeed. Anytime in life you probably want to do that. Is heaven real? All the time is the question you ask. Um, it keeps you sane, which alerts me to a voice and sound beneath an unreadable sign. I hear, "Be still and know that I am God." Nothing other than be still and know that I am God. I believe that I am not the only one waiting on a miracle. Listen and understand that I said miracle and not miracles. From time to time, I must come back to the earth. There is no such thing as a vacation on earth. This is very true. There is always work that we people must do, but continue to dream on, daydreamer, to live the miracle dream as God's plan ensues. Continue to believe that there are vacations, even though, for some strange reason, no matter how much you try to get to a vacation on this earth, man, it's very hard to do. So that story right there is called Common Sense from the work Heroio Valio by Robert Smith III.